Okay, we're going to do a real quick one today. Got a client who wants to know how to put a PayPal button on their site, so we're going to go through it real quick. You log into your PayPal account. If you don't have a PayPal account, it won't work, so you have to have a PayPal account. Sign up with PayPal. Once you're logged in, you can click on Merchant Services to get where I'm at now. You can click on Merchant Services and create payment buttons for your website. You can click on that. Also clicked on My Saved Buttons if you've already got ones. If you've already got buttons created. But to create a new one, create payment buttons for your website. Then we choose the button type. You've got a lot of options to choose from. We're doing a shopping cart, donations, etc. Lots of different options here. We're going to go with a simple Buy Now button just to get it on the site. And we're going to call this Training. And we're going to call it $1,000. And it's got a lot of different options that you can use. You can add prices for different options if you want to call different, and it'll put a drop-down menu. Add a drop-down menu, and it'll show different options for the same price. You can add a text field if you want your clients to tell you something before they purchase, so like a name or something like that. Say name for your shirt. Don shows up, and they'll put in the name for their shirt and buy it. So we're going to get rid of that though. You've got other things you can do. Customize the text or appearance. You can get rid of the credit card logos. You can use a smaller button, which doesn't have the credit card logo. You can use your own button image altogether. If you give them a URL for that button, you can do it. You can do that too. We're going to use the PayPal button. We're going to show the logos. The credit card logos, they increase sales. And you can select your English, you can your language, you can select your different verbiage, whether you want pay now or buy now. We're going to say buy now. And you've got some other options if you get a business account. You can add shipping, tax rate, this kind of stuff. And then you just click, once you've filled out your the information, what you want your price to be and everything, you hit create button. You've told PayPal what the product is, how much it costs, all this kind of stuff. And once you hit create button, PayPal will generate this page, which gives you this code right here. When you click in the window, it highlights all the code, and there's quite a bit of it. Let me see if I scroll through this. There's a lot of code there. All you've got to do is right-click on that code and select copy. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Control-C to copy, or if you're on a Macintosh, Command-C. So right-click, copy. We're going to go to the page that you want to insert it on. I've already going to come over here and got the page going here. So if I notice I'm in the Visual tab, if I just add this to the Visual tab, it's going to show up as all code, and when I preview it, preview this, it's going to look like this. A bunch of code down there. And we don't want a bunch of code down there, we want a PayPal button down there. So the way to do that, we're going to select all of this stuff, all this code, and we're going to get rid of it. We don't want it there. We want to use the text tab. If you've been following my videos at all, you know that the text tab is the code tab. So whenever you've got code that you want to install, whether it's a video to embed, or in this case a PayPal button, you install it right there in the text tab. So I've added the code in the text tab. When I go back to Visual, we see a button. And when I preview this page, instead of a bunch of code down at the bottom, we see a button. We'll update this page. And when I view the page on my website, there's a button at the bottom of it. We are ready to go. So that is how you get a PayPal button onto your site. It's a create the button on PayPal. They will give you the code. You've got to copy that code, right-click and copy, and then you've got to paste it into the text tab of the page you're trying to create. So that's how that works. Thank you very much for your business. Thank you for watching. If you're a client of mine, I appreciate you using Arise Advertising Arts. Have a great day and take care of yourself. Thank you.